Speedway in Southern California. We welcome you in to race number 2 for the Blown Piston Racing League Wise Choice Contracting Clash Series. This is Cup racing with open setups, and what has been a fun start to the season so far. We're going to continue that action out here just to the east of Los Angeles, California, built on an old steel mill right about, like I said, an hour and a half or about an hour or so from Los Angeles, just outside Riverside, California, at the Auto Club Speedway, a track with the oldest asphalt surface in all of stock car racing. It is tonight the YJ Esports 200, race number 2 of this Blown Piston Racing League Clash Series, presented by Wise Choice Contracting. Race 2 of the 10 regular season races, 65 degrees ambient, track temp up to 85. That is going to be going down here in the very near future, as we are just a little after 4 o'clock in the Los Angeles time zone, and which is the Western time zone. So basically put it like this: I'm in Georgia. It's 7 o'clock race time here. It's after 4 o'clock, I believe, race time there. So yeah, a lot of things going on this evening, of course, as we get ready for 100 laps, 200 miles of fantastic racing here in the Cup Series. The 550 package making its debut tonight in the Blown Piston Racing League. So we're going to see some drafting. We're going to see some great racing throughout, and we're going to see open setups out here on the track as we take a look at the point standings. We enter race number 2 after last week. You will notice the winner of the race last week at Talladega sits 6th in points. That is Tom Richter. Why? It's because he didn't score any bonus points in the race last week. He got the 3 bonus points for winning a race for the playoff points and stuff, and so on and so forth. And he ended up leading 6 laps, the last 6, and getting the win there at Talladega. But Roger Rios Matias leading the race series right now. Mraz, Max Williams, Ryan Nicoletta, Paul Turner, who finished 2nd there, 5th in the point standing. So you got to love it when it comes to the way this format works, where the winner is not necessarily a point leader, which is the way it works. Team points entering tonight. 4X right now with a 3-point lead over Longshot Motorsports. YJ Motorsports, the sponsor of tonight's race, they sit 3rd. Torqued Wrench, Pie-Eyed, Revved Racing, Nut Behind the Wheel Racing, true name, and Maconi Racing there in the 8th position right now in team points. But good news, that's only 1 race in, so there's still plenty of time to work your way up through the standings and make up that room that you need to get back into the points battle. So qualifying going to be starting here in just a couple of minutes, and we will be heading down there right now. Andrew Moore is the fastest in the practice, but still, like I said, you got to pull the race off, and you got to get out there and work hard tonight on this 2-mile abrasive track, as you see down the back straightaway, which I mentioned this track not repaved, but made and created back in the 1996-97 area. Apparently, I cannot talk tonight, so forgive me. And it has not been touched since. So you're going to see a lot of seams on the track, a lot of bumps, a lot of just everything, and you're going to see cars from the bottom of the track all the way up to the top. This is a multi-groove track with 12 degrees of banking in the corners. And I'm sorry, if you make that 15 degrees of banking in the corners. You got a banked front straightaway here and down into turn 1 and 2, a track that was built by Roger Penske, actually, back in 1996. In the first Cup race in 97, that was won by Jeff Gordon. Tonight, you'll notice again the camera is in play, brought to you by Track Cams for Gourmet. If you're interested in some really cool cameras that feature oval tracks, road courses, and dirt, not to mention virtual reality and even fan seats. Yeah, you could be sitting out here with the fans, including the one guy that's got his right arm stuck in the air. You could be sitting in that seat right there. All you got to do is check them out. Trackcams22.com. That is their website. It's right there in the YouTube information area. So make sure you check out Trackcams22.com. Qualifying about to begin. Let's go down to the track and check it out. And as per usual, let's hope that my ticker works for me, because sometimes it struggles here in qualifying. But the first car out on track, I think, is going to be somebody. Get out of the, there we go. Andrew Mraz, let's watch him here in the 4 car. Turn the audio on for the cars, which are your, there you go. You see him running the high line, kind of a throwaway lap here with this 550 package they have here. You're pretty much wide open on this first lap. You might have to blip the throttle a little bit through the corners with the worn out banking, but I'm telling. He's pretty much wide open. Running the bottom, slide it up the track towards the wall. He gets a little loose there over his seam. Easily can be done. Down and back straight away he goes. Remember, green is good, purple's better, yellow not so good. Off of turn number 4, Andrew Mraz. Purple there in the first sector, going to bring it all the way down to the apron. Lap number 1. 39.23. Jacob Williams going to go second. Jeremy Brooks up to second. All these cars are on the track at the same time. They're just not visually able to be seen at the same time on the track. Mraz with a pretty good lap. Oh, Anthony Keys to the top, his teammate. And Mraz second time by. Will it be faster? No. Oh, now Brooks to the top, 39.15. Jeremy Brooks. And now Andrew Moore to the top, the fastest in practice. 39.12. Look at how close these times are. There we go. Let's see who else out here on track. Here, Roger Rios Matias, the guy that led a lot of laps last week at Talladega, could have easily been to victory lane. He goes by with a 6th place lap of 39.24. There you see the fastest times out there right now. Brandon Mathia out there, 23rd. See anyone else just getting out there on the track? Oh, this is good. This guy's going to be good here. The truck winner from Friday night at Auto Club Speedway picked up a new sponsor, literally Uber. Sharp looking paint scheme there by KC Designs. Let's see if he could sweep the races this weekend here in BPRL. Down into turn 1. Justin 12th right now at a 39.47. Wasn't able to get to the bottom, so we'll see how much a role that plays. Down the back straight away. Off of turn number 4, down to the bottom, going to cross the stripe, and let's see, it's green, not purple. 39.1, he moves to P4, so 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 8th, and 9th for the 4X team. So they obviously have a good qualifying setup right now, and we got 2 cars who have yet to qualify. Here's Mike Bruno in the number 19 car. He's actually in the 143, but the 19 you'll see out here on the track. The gear, is that Gearhead on that car? 40.2, his first lap. And that is going to be the end of qualifying. So officially winning the pole tonight for the U.S. Vets Pole Award. That is going to go to Andrew Moore, and we're going to have a 15-lap heat race with 2 people. So this is part of the process here, and this is just because you never know if they might get a big field. They prepare that because 35 cars are supposed to start the race, but with the way it's all set up here, so on and so forth. They just, yeah, trying to be careful with it because they don't want to have people just eliminated without having an attempt to race, basically, is their reasoning behind it, which is totally understandable. So we're going to sit back and just hang out here for a couple minutes. Matter of fact, we'll take a break here in just a second. I'm actually going to edit something here on the screen, and we'll come back and we'll get ready for the race here. Corbin Simmons and Chad Waller, looks like, and I wonder if they're even going to grid. Haven't heard anything from Lauren yet. Oh, we got a one-man show here? Yep, Corbin Simmons going to get to go out here and run 15 practice laps pretty much. They're all making jokes. I'm going to turn the stream on here. One. Oh, never mind. That's all right, so we're going to step away for a second. We'll come back and get ready for the main event as Corbin Simmons runs 14 laps. I mean, there's one thing guaranteed. He will win the race.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that McConey Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at McConey Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, McConey Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to McConeySetupShop.com and learn why McConey Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
All right, back here at Auto Club Speedway as Corbin Simmons is out there running laps right now. He's got 12 to go. And, again, just explaining the situation, if you're turning this on, be like, why is there one guy racing and one guy broadcasting? Well, basically what happens here, you got 35 cars that are locked into the field. I believe it's 35 still for the series. So when you get more than 35 cars that show up in a race, the league, BPRL, sets up a heat race so that those cars can race for the spots that are open, basically. And since they had one more or two more entries, basically, then that 35th spot or whatever, they had to do this heat race, and that's the way iRacing is set up. So that's basically why it's set up the way it is right now. So, but hey, it's allowed me to do a couple edits here and stuff like that for the stream and trying some new things tonight. But needless to say, we can have a little fun here for a second. So let's go ahead and let me get ahead here for a second, and let's bring up our, let me mute this part so they don't go over the air with the race chat going on. Let's go get our pole sitter for tonight, and let's have a little talk with him, as tonight Andrew Moore has won the U.S. Veterans Pole Award this evening. So, Andrew, congratulations on your fast lap there. We got a couple minutes here as Simmons is out there burning it down right now. And talk about that lap, man. I know it's got to be pretty exciting for you. You were fastest in practice, and now you've backed it up in qualifying. Can you sweep the thing and take the win tonight too?
Race. I'm going to be a little more conservative in the race.
Mm-hmm.
The setups I'm running, I had a lot of help on. Anthony Hanley was the base for these setups, and then I got in practice throughout the week and tweaked it how I liked it, how I want to drive it. So that might be what got me there. And Mraz helped me a little bit too on this setup. A lot of input. What
are you sensing tonight we're going to see? Because, I mean, obviously you ran Friday night at night. Tonight you're going to be late afternoon. Track's going to start to cool down a little bit, which is going to probably tighten these cars up, put a little more grip in them. I talked to a couple drivers. Obviously the weather yesterday when you guys practiced was a lot hotter than it is now on the track. So what are you expecting? Or are we going to see more of a multi-groove race? Are we going to see slide jobs? Because I've heard that word used today. Are we going to see the bottom be more affected, or is it the unknown?
I think bottom is going to be good early. The middle's going to be better late in the run just because you're going to have an easier time getting off the corner.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's going to be racing all over the place. Maybe not so much all the way up high just because you waste some time up there. Unless you're really worn out of tires or they're overheated. And maybe it'd be worth going up there. But there's going to be all kinds of racing, probably similar to the trucks, but it won't be so much about gas. It'll be more about putting the tires on at the right time.
Now, we got viewers here watching tonight. Got a little low number right now, but we're working on getting that up here as they go get their friends and family members. But for those watching right now, you go from a series that had 2 fixed seasons last season. Now you got 1 fixed truck series, and now you have a cup series that has open setups. What has been your biggest difference that you have felt in the cars, knowing that now you have control of how this car drives? Did I lose him?
No,
Oh.
I'm just thinking about
Got
it.
him
That's
thinking.
a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to throw you on the spot, but I'm trying to waste some time here till we get to the start of the race.
Yeah, I'd say that having the ability gives you the opportunity to make it drive in the direction that you want it to drive with your habits per se. And you can make your habits work towards the car, kind of. So there's a big benefit to getting in and tweaking the setups.
Plus, I guess you got no complaints where it's like, oh, I'm too loose. Well, you did it to yourself, not the fixed setup.
Yeah, you can change it, and there's some adjustments mid-race now, too, you can do. So
yeah,
I'm
that's
still messing with that stuff, getting good at that.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's got to be some adjusting there. So, quick question, just out of curiosity, fuel mileage tonight, how are we looking?
I think it's around 30, but we're going to want to pit sooner.
Right, because stages are at 30 and 60, so split the run probably in half. So, very cool. Well, hey, man, we'll let you go. I'm not going to throw you any more on the spot, so you can go focus. And we wish you the best of luck tonight. And, man, nice job on the U.S. Veterans Pole Award.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one, Chris.
You too, sir. Andrew Moore there, a playoff driver last season. And on the pole here for tonight's race. We'll get him down to his channel as he moved himself down. Thank you very much for doing that. As I see on chat here is Mr. Clayton Fry Jr., making his first appearance here at Auto Club. Just go out there. The best advice I can give any driver, and I don't know how long you've been here, Clayton, because I don't know you, obviously. But the best advice I can give any driver that goes out onto a track for the first time or is running a car for the first time or is even on iRacing for the first time, the only way you're going to learn is run laps. You're not going to learn anything if you run 1 lap and wreck, other than learn not to wreck. If you go out here tonight and you run 100 laps, I promise you will learn something each and every lap, and you will get better at what you do, especially in open setups. I mean, I have no clue how to drive an open setup car for the most part. The only time I think I've ever driven open setups, I ran an IndyCar race a couple weeks ago with an open setup, and I think I've done a couple of Daytona 500s, which in those things you don't touch the setup other than just go out there and drive it. So let's see. Corbin should be about done here. He is 3 laps to go, so he's almost there. He's at a sweltering pace here, and he's down the back straightaway. Matter of fact, let's go out here and check on him. Let's go from the spotter cam as we'll watch up here. Corbin in the YJ Esports car, and very interesting Discord, I should say, here too, as I look over here as Corbin Simmons. When he's online, it says pineapple can go on pizza. I've always noticed that when he's online. And that is a very, very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Questionable statement right there. I'm not sure if pineapple can go on pizza. That might be something for us to talk about tonight during the race. We could also talk a little bit about the real race that happened today at Talladega. If you don't want spoilers, I'm sorry. I'm going to kind of throw this out there. Joey Logano had that wreck today where he flew for a few feet down the back straightaway and then landed on his top and then flipped back onto his wheels, and he made some comments after the race talking about he was one hit away from being in the same situation as Ryan Newman from Daytona last season. So if you're a fan watching that race and you had a chance to make a decision how to fix something like that from happening, what do you do? We could chat about that tonight if you'd like to, but I do like chatting with the fans. The boss is on the side of pineapple. I am not on the side of pineapple. I'm going to put it like that. I'm a meat lovers or nothing guy. I'm not a veggie person when it comes to, like, I guess that's the reason why I'm big like I am. But anyways. All right, so Corbin completes the final lap here, so he should be done now. So, hey, Corbin wins. Congratulations. All right, so there we go. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for this 200-mile, 100-lap race here at the Auto Club Speedway as everybody starts to grid down there on pit road. We'll be able to get it. Oh, never mind. We got to warm up. Never mind. I forgot to warm up. We get a couple more minutes. We'll let you guys enjoy the warm up here for a second. Matter of fact, go top off your drinks or whatever you need right now that you're drinking, and we'll let the warm up happen here. And we'll keep talking about the. Yeah, Crank, man. I hope you're feeling better, dude. I was told by by your teammates what's going on. Oh my, Roger just pulled a Michael Waltrip off turn 2. Dude, feel better. That sucks. If you don't mind me sharing, Crank, last I'm told, was in the hospital with COVID. I hope you're out. So all the best wishes to you, dude. Get back soon. You have the coolest name of any of the leagues I broadcast for. Anybody with the name Crank is freaking awesome. So hope to see you back out here and go from there. I actually, not to brag, but I'm going to get my second shot tomorrow. So I'm going to be trying to broadcast a race tomorrow night, probably feeling like Michael Jordan in Game 6 of '98. All right, I'm going to go get a drink real quick, guys, as the last practice here runs, and which is only going to be 3 minutes long, and we'll come back, so I'll be back. All right, so let's put this in perspective for a second. We got a man who is in ICU right now at a local hospital in whatever city or state that he may live in. That's his business. But the man's in IC freaking U, and he's watching a stream. He's probably got 17 nurses walking in. Are you okay, Mr. Crank? You probably should get some rest, Mr. Crank. And the man's watching our stream. Thank you, dude. That is freaking awesome. But guys, let's take a minute here too while we got a minute 30 to go in the series before the race gets started here. If you got some friends that you know love racing, or if you are in another league and you're just watching the stream tonight having a good old time, share the link. Let's get some friends and family in here to watch some great racing here from Auto Club. These cars are going to be a lot of fun to watch. They put on a fun show at Talladega last week. Scott and Lauren Wise put on a great show with this Blown Piston Racing League, and we want to get the viewerships up. This is an every Friday and Sunday night league, and all I do is ask. I'm not running for office or anything, but I want your vote. That turn 4 right there is going to be very tricky tonight. Let's take a look at the weather as we get ready to start this race. 65 degrees. The humidity has gone up. I was actually telling some people that was going to happen. I'm feeling great, Cam. I just, got to take care of some business. There actually is. I can get you connected with somebody. After the race, I can have somebody connected with you or whatever, and I'll get you in here. Matter of fact, I'll get you even hooked up on a team if you want in here. So, yeah, I'll take care of you, brother. For those who don't know, I won't go into full details. I actually, if you watch my Saturday night broadcast, know that I help admin a league. It's a league that my father and I found, and I had to... I don't want to call it a come to Jesus talk, but it was a pretty good talk today in our Discord page. It would have been kind of hilarious for some of y'all to read, but I'm not going to let you read it. Anyways, here we go. Let's get ready for the race now, as officially we grid for this YJ Esports 200 and the starting lineup for this race. As I mentioned, Andrew Moore, the Pennsylvania driver, 39.12. He will start on the pole alongside Canada's Jeremy Brooks. Row number 2, Anthony Keys and Justin Gann, 2 of the 4X drivers right there. Andrew Mraz, Jeremy Kors. In row number 3, row 4, Roger Rios, Matias, and Casey Duncan. Row number 5, Jason Branch, John Finley, Casey Barlow, Scott Wise will complete the first 6 rows of the grid. Row 7, Donald Stewart, Clayton Fry making his Auto Club debut apparently tonight. Brad Davis, Max Williams, row number 8. Row 9, Tyler Davala and Jera Navarro. Row number 10, Byron McDonald, and last week's Talladega winner, Tom Richter. Row 11, she's not racing, I don't think. Is she? But Lauren and Paul Turner. Eugenio Alonso, Paul Regney. Row number 13, Guillermo Albertango and Ryan Nicoletta. Let me make sure that her audio is off because she always yells at me when I have her audio on. As the cars roll off. Jordan Berry, Cole Gray will start in row number 14. Row 15, she's not racing. Okay. Which is good because she'd probably whoop everybody's tail in this game. Or sim. Brandon Mathia, Christopher Dean, the Dean Machine racing tonight. Don Bellerby, Mike Bruno, Eric Davis, Braden Staub, I should say. Jacob Williams, and Corbin Simmons. Wait a minute. So Lauren took a spot and forced Corbin to race 15 laps by himself. Is that what I just saw here? Anybody else notice that? She took the qualifying spot, and Corbin had to run the heat race. That's awesome. I'm waiting for her to say something back to me here in a second. All right, here we go. 100 laps, 200 miles. We have stage racing and a blinking car. Stage racing 30 and 60 tonight. So at lap 30, lap 60, there's no cautions. Unless there's a wreck at that point, but they will rack up regular points from 10 down to 1, first through 10th. Off of turn number 4, coming to the green flag. Let me turn our audio up. And let's go racing for race number 2 of this Wise Choice Contracting Clash Series Cup Racing at Auto Club Speedways. One car jumps up to the high side to 00 with a good start, which you're not allowed to change lanes before a start, I don't think, or restart. But it might have been too good of a start for the 00. Down the back straightaway, you see the car just going to porpoise all these bumps down here. Here comes Keys going to the front. Inside of Andrew Moore. And apparently he's going to get a pass from what I'm hearing. And Chad, we got a wreck in the front straightaway. 22 is around. Tom Richter's a big wreck. 2 or 3, 4, 5 cars. Branch, Byron McDonald. Tom Richter, the winner from Talladega, has gone around. And caution number 1 on the track. Let's go back and roll that beautiful bean footage, see what happens here to the 22 car of Jason Branch. He's going to be there's the wreck right up ahead here. Jason Branch in the Royal Purple. Oh, you got the seam. I made this comment a little bit ago. This seams on this track will spin you out. Well, let's watch it again here. But that seam, I mentioned this, I think, in the truck race Friday night. You got to have your wheels straight when you go over those seams because they will spin your car out. And let's rewind again here, and I'll show you what. Basically, if you don't know about like road construction and things like that, each one of these black lines you see on the track are seams. You have a grader or a roller or something like that that goes and lays with the asphalt machine, lays the asphalt down, and that is basically how wide the machine is. So each one of these lanes is a track for the asphalt machine. Well, there's cracks in between those seams because that's where, you know, each one connects together like a puzzle. So they've had these seams and they put these sealant on them to keep the track from just falling apart. And they're slicker than ice. So let's watch now. There's 22. Watch the right rear. Right there on the seam. Bam again. And Tana Donald Stewart gets a piece. Hopefully I explained that well enough. All right, so caution's out. We got these cars on pit road. This gives me a chance to make the one final edit I've been waiting to do. There's some things you can't edit on the stream unless they're all up on the screen. And that is, I need to move this up. Anywho, we're going to come back to the green here after the first superior templating caution of the evening here. Oh, now it moves up. On lap number 3 for Jason Branch in that number 22 car tonight. Brooks, Coors, Matthias, and Finley going to be in the top 5. And let's see if we can get this show rolling after the first caution. Sun's starting to make an appearance here. As there goes Andrew back to the green flag. Down the back straightaways. I believe that's Branch coming off of pit road over there. Scott Wise is in turn 1 there. Not sure if he had damage from that wreck, but he's coming about half the track down already. As Jeremy Core is going to take the lead in the 97, going to bring Jeremy Brooks with him. A whole lot of Jeremys up front. You see Coors looking there on the bottom or on the top side there as he's trying to clear Brooks down into turn 3 and 4. As mentioned earlier by Andrew Moore in the interview, he talked about the bottom of the track potentially being the fastest way around. Here starting this race and eventually moving up to the top, depending on how much the tires fall off. Pit road, Jason Branch back in. Again, the 550 package here, so these cars do not have the full horsepower that you see on a normal, smaller track. A lot of draft, big spoilers, big you-know-what spoilers if you listen to Dale Jr. So a lot of drafting and stuff like that involved in this package. But setups and obviously handling play a big role with them. So Brooks is back to the lead. Core is going to make another move here. So a lot of lead changes happening here early in this race with Matias up to 3rd now. John Finley up 6 spots. How about Jared Navarro back here in the 5th spot? Up 13 spots from the start of the race. Brooks trying to break the draft here, and you kind of notice the pack's almost coming together now a little bit, instead of it separating apart like it was just a minute ago. Go back here. This is 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. All these guys right here battling it out. And again, stage 1 goes to lap number 30. The 08. Max Williams trying to make a pass on Davis in the 12. Going to slide up in front of him. Holy cow, he wasn't clear. But he made himself clear. Max Williams riding that momentum from last week's top 5 in Daytona. Top 3 as a matter of fact. Fantastic racing going on here. How about this? We didn't get to see this under the caution, but Anthony Keys came to pit road early in this race. He and a bunch of the 4X guys, actually all of them, as a matter of fact, came to pit road in that run, and this, I think, is to get them stage points. So Anthony Keys, Andrew Moraz up to the 14th and 17th spot, respectively. There's Andrew right there. Who rides with the Michigan-born driver. Pretty good run on that 12th. Going to slide up here so we can get the draft off the high side here. Yeah, he got it to the outside. He goes. See if he side draft a little bit there. Get the suck off that 79 up ahead. Auto Club Speedway living up to its fun racing here. Let's go up here. Jared Navarra, the 04 car. This thing is on the move. Started 18th and is up to 4th. I don't think he looks focused. Oh, he just took third away from Finley, by the way. There it is. There's the pass on the McConey setup shop car. Lap time rise right now. He's running 41.06 as he's easily the fastest car. Consistently, it looks like. Navarra had a rough race at Talladega in the Cup Series. Truck-wise, he ran pretty well last week. Up caution now, we got trouble. Turn on the front straightaway, the 06. Jacob Williams has gone around over here, the Illinois driver. Also, Brandon Mathia on pit road, by the way. I should mention he pitted back at lap 2. He might have been involved in that wreck, but caution out for the second time here, the second. Superior templating caution flag of the evening. Going to be, looks like on the Dean machine there, the 48, the Texas-born driver. You might notice him from a couple other leagues that we broadcast with on Wednesday nights. The Great Lakes League, of course, Great Lakes Sim Racing. Dean running tonight, and looks like maybe had contact with the 06 here. Pace car on the back straight. We should get some pit stops here, I would think. So we'll wait a second and let the pit stops happen. So we started the conversation here, by the way, as Jeremy Brooks is actually going to stay out. However, the 97 comes down. The 04, Navarro, Finley, those guys all coming in. Conversation and the question, pineapple on pizza, does it fit? One person earlier said that the sweetness kind of works with it. I bring it up because the 05 in this race, Corbin Simmons, has it as a Discord-like label where it says pineapple goes on pizza or something like that. I grew up a meat lovers person, or pepperoni. That's me. So I say no to that, but others might differ. So I want to hear your opinion on that. All right, so Brooks going to win the race off pit road. Let's go see what happens to the Dean machine that brings out in the second caution here. Looking for Dean here. He's in the 48. You see Justin Gann go by. Oh, right there. He kind of gets the wall and just spins down into the 06 and collects them both. And the pit boss number 48 got a little bit of right side damage on that car. Comes back up the track. And the 06 of Jacob Williams, wow, he might have missed the inside wall there. I don't see much damage if he did, and it did hit it. All right, let's go back and show this thing at full speed with the 06. Oh, he actually hit the barrier at the end of pit wall. Lucky that car didn't go flipping. Caution out for the second time. I hate when it does this. There. Come on. I don't know why it does this to me. Like, I hit the live button and it doesn't go live and it slows down on me. So one trick about the broadcast I have not figured out yet. There we go. All right, so we're going to go back racing. Like, it does that to me sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. So I've been waiting to do this for you guys. I debuted at Soda last week, and then I brought it in last night. I added a flavor to it. It's a new segment, and thanks to the geniuses at Fox who actually created this 20 years ago when they started broadcasting it. Well, I put my own little twist into it. As we come off turn 4, we are going to turn it up on Captain TV. As you see, we had a pass for the lead. Jeremy Brooks to the inside of Andrew Mraz. And the turn 1 and 2. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Something I used to do back in my old Racer Only TV's days when I was broadcasting as a younger person. I did what I called Wide Open, but thanks to Michael Steffen, a guy who hooks me up with all the graphics you see and stuff, he set me up with that last night, and that was pretty cool to have. So Turn It Up officially on Captain TV, a pretty cool deal there. Battle back here for the 4th position. Teammates, Justin Gann, it's actually for 5th with Anthony Keys. Casey Duncan right there behind him. The oldest paved asphalt is there, 3 wide down. 1 car spinning. That's the 9. Look out, coming back down the track. Paul Regney, turn 2. 3rd caution, lap 25, and this is going to get interesting now as we are right up against stage 1. What happens to the 9? He just goes around over here in turn 2. Not sure if he had help or not. Oh, he gets help. Christopher Dean. That is going to be I think a black flag penalty now for Dean under green, unfortunately. Gets into the 9 and spins the Carolina driver around. Watch one more again. Let's go on board with the Dean machine. Chris not having a good night so far. Like fine, Chris. There it is. Slides up into him. There you go. So caution number 2 on the track. And here come pit stops. Max Williams going to stay out. Leaders all coming in. Looks like we have 4, we have 5, we have 6, 7, 8 cars staying out. And let's see who takes tires here and who tops off the fuel cell. 1 car sliding past pit stalls. I see the 2nd place car. I'm trying to see who that is. There's the 04 going to come off pit road. Fuel only for Navarra. And there's Andrew Mraz coming out of pit road. Tyler Davala. Justin Gann, Anthony Keys. And this is going to get interesting. Strategy. Because remember, there was no caution at the end of the stage. So when they cross the line to complete lap 30, the race stays green unless there's a caution that comes out. So these guys are on a whole different strategy now in this race when it is all said and done here. So we're going to probably get the green with 2 laps to go in stage 1. Again, want to give a shout out to the viewers for watching tonight. As always, I do suggest, or I request, I should say, if you know somebody that likes watching this kind of stuff, send a link out to them. Get them over here and watch the broadcast. Do want to give a shout out real quickly to a couple of drivers. They're going to call a racing deal, so Dean will not get a black flag. So going over the awards from last weekend, there were 2 awards that we didn't get a chance to show off. And that, of course, was the Speed Demon Award, brought to you by the New Age Limited. That actually went to Tom Richter. And also to Paul Turner, the Hard Charger Award for him. There's the Speed Demon Award. And I know I have the hard charger award here somewhere. Lucky Dog, front man, speed demon, stage winner. Well, either way, I apologize. I'll get that here in a second. I'll get them a shout out. But this is the third superior templating caution of the series, or of the race tonight. And of course, all the lucky dogs here in the Cup Series. The YJ Esports Lucky Dog Award in the race. As pace car going to pull off here, we'll have 2 laps to go as we get ready to end stage number 1. And a big start by the 08 of Max Williams. Look for the fresh tires to come roaring to the front here pretty quickly. Moraz back there making a move. He's into 7th spot. And into 12, Brad Davis to the inside. Is he going to slide up in front of the 08? Remember earlier, the 08 slid to 12. There he goes to the lead. Three wide back there on the front straightaway. The race for the win of stage 1 here. And here comes the 79 of Albert Tango. Guillermo going to take him 3 wide on the fresh tires. Off of turn number 4 in a stage win for Guillermo Albert Tango. Winner of stage 1. And now here come the fresh, 4 wide in turn 1. Andrew Moraz with a bold move. That's the 57 there, going for the 3rd position to Staub. Braden Staub, that is. Wow. What a wild finish to the stage. And now we got some pit stops happening. Scott Wise on pit road. Also Jason Branch on pit road, so unscheduled stops for them. See, Justin Gann has moved up to the 5th position. He's got his teammate Anthony Keys there with him. Staub up to the 2nd spot as Moraz has taken the lead from Guillermo Albert Tango, who did a great job saving tires and went out there and stole that stage away from Davis and from Max Williams. And now Andrew Moraz has gone back to the front here as he pitted at lap 26, so 7 laps ago. Most of these guys are going to have to start or pit before the end of stage 2, which is at lap number 60. Starting to pull away here just a little bit. I was starting to say earlier I was giving away the awards from last week, and didn't get the chance to say the Hard Charger Award. Paul Turner won the Hard Charger Award. And I wanted to make sure that I covered all the sponsors for the stuff here because I don't like to miss a sponsor read, as well. That's the radio in me. So the inside there goes the 14, Anthony Keys. So to the third position, I should say, goes Anthony. So he'll take that spot away from the 79 of Albert Tango. So these 4X guys looking really sporty here tonight. And now you're going to see some pit stops here. I think Max Williams is going to come to pit road. And you'll see that down at the bottom there. Again, if you're new to the channel, the number you're seeing going right now, that is the Delta on pit road. The pit word, that will change to the number of his pit stop time when his stop is completed. So Guillermo's starting to fall back just a little bit here. He's got Roger Rios Matias there to his inside. Justin Gann behind him with Andrew Moore, the pole sitter. Sun's starting to make an appearance here late in the afternoon. Oh, Guillermo's in the wall into Justin Gann. Gann's going to go down pit road. He'll get that cleared. No caution, no. Tough break for the winner Friday night in the Truck Series. Moraz continuing to lead by 1 second over Anthony Keys. And then you got this gaggle of cars back here. And Andrew Moore, the Pennsylvania driver, down the back straightaway. Pretty much wide open around this track right now. Now the tires will start to fall off. They'll lose about 2 to 2 seconds a lap. 2 to 2. What? 2 to 2.5 seconds a lap. See the line of cars. Check on Ryan Nicoletta back here. Talladega truck winner in the 59. Casey Barlow back there. I wonder how that young man's feeling on that car on the hood. Casey Duncan and Jeremy Brooks, a little roughness there. Wow. Brooks went to the apron and Casey ran him hard and did not let him back on track. Which is perfectly legal. I mean, they say, and it's something I do agree with. You go down to the apron, you're risking it. I'm sure Jeremy will get that back in his notebook. Casey Barlow going to make a move. On the outside, he'll pass by Ryan Nicoletta, Jeremy Brooks, another move on Braden Stobbs. So Braden's starting to fall back down at 57. Getting a little tight there. And the 5's going to go by. Roger Rios Matias going to bring the 04 Jared Navarro, who was the big mover early in stage 1. Great racing everywhere around here. Trying to catch it all for you. Battle for 3rd and 4th up here still continues. Jeremy Kors, Andrew Moore, Tyler Davala, Casey Duncan, another 4X car up here in the front. Let's bring up the old pit strategy board here and see how everything looks. So, of course, everybody's 15 laps into their stint. That's the ones that are up front right now. The first car not pitted at lap 26 that you're going to see having to come to pit road probably here soon is the 57 of Braden Staub, who pitted at lap 18. That's why he's fallen back to 13th. But most of these leaders, as they're 3 wide off turn 4, had pitted at lap number 26. So they're 16 laps into their run. And remember, limited on tire sets in this race, and they run 70% fuel out here on the or 65% fuel here on the non-super speedway. Something tells me that 53 is driving pretty angry right now. So Brooks is going to clear the 97, move him up a spot to the 5th position right now. Casey Duncan looking under Tyler Gavala here for the 3rd spot. This would give the team 1st, 2nd, and 3rd right now for 4X. Brandon Mathia making an unscheduled pit stop, I believe, in the 20 car. Everyone's watching this battle go on. Seven trying to get to the quarter panel. He's going to cross them over here. Oh, that's tight. Brooks tried to get it to the bottom there, not able to make the move, but here's the 07 up the track. So Andrew Moraz leads by 3.5 seconds over Anthony Keys. You got Casey Duncan, who's about 5 seconds back from the leader. Tyler Davala right there with this battle. And Jeremy Brooks. If you just joined us, we have, doing the math here, 26 cars on the lead lap. Make that 28. Christopher Dean, the first one, or last one, I should say, on the lead lap. I am having all kinds of issues talking tonight. I apologize for that. I'm like, battle going on here, and then we got a fight back here between these 5 cars. We'll come into your picture right now. Nicoletta, Roger Rios Matias, Casey Barlow, Jordan Berry, haven't said his name all night, and the double hot there of Clayton Fry making his Auto Club debut tonight. And as I said earlier tonight, and Clayton made mention in chat earlier, his first race ever at this track. So he is learning, and the one way you're going to learn, run every lap. And he has run all 48 here, and he's got his car up in the top 15. So hopefully he's learned a little bit and able to put that to work. Laps from the halfway point. 12 laps in stage 2. That's where everybody's starting to matriculate now. Remember I said earlier the bottom was fastest? Now to the top groove everyone is gone. As Jeremy Brooks to the inside, at least in turn 1. Laps in the books. YJ Esports 200. Talk about the week of broadcasting coming up, not to mention the things I got going on this week. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to get my second COVID test, and the reason why I bring that up is because I broadcast tomorrow night in the TI Truck Series race at Bristol, so might not be 100% tomorrow night, but I'm going to steal my part and doing a broadcast, so that'll be tomorrow night at 7:30. You'll see that broadcast Eastern time. Tuesday night, TI Racing at the Michigan Speedway for the IndyCar Series, as we're starting to see some pit stops here. Braden Staub on pit road. These are the guys that pitted at lap 18, now coming to pit road. So Eugenio Alonso, Braden Staub on pit road. Tuesday, that'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern, and Wednesday night, I get my I get a root canal on my tooth, and thankfully I have no broadcast Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, we're back with the Short Track Super League. At Martinsville, and then we go to New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the BPRL guys next Friday and Sunday. The Maconi Setup Shop 150 in the Cup Series. So more pit stops. Brad Davis on pit road. So these, again, all the guys that pitted at lap 18 under that caution, they are on pit road right now. Now the car, they're going to be a lot faster here when they get out of pit road, but the cars that have pitted at lap 26 will probably have to pit here the next 5 laps right before stage 2 ends. Well, there's your leader, Andrew Mraz. He has stretched it out 5 seconds on Anthony Keys. And we were actually talking, me and a couple other drivers, we were talking about some fast drivers in this league, and the one guy I mentioned was Andrew, and he also mentioned Andrew. And the one thing about Andrew that is unfortunate is Andrew is a very, very talented driver, very good driver, very smart guy. I know this from being on a team with him, with the 4X team before coming to the booth, but running in other leagues with him. Very smart guy, and he knows his stuff. He gets out there and runs his setups and things like that. The one thing, though, is he has not been able to finish what he's done in most races lately. And hopefully tonight here, he's dominating so far in this race. Will he be able to finish? We'll have to see. And what I mean by finish, I mean win the thing. Clayton Fry coming to pit road. Eric Davis on pit road now. Green flag pit stops, lap number 53. As he will go by the Dean machine to put him a lap down. I want to send a shout out to the viewers watching again tonight. Cardiac making a comment earlier. Paul Turner made a comment during a caution. He's actually out here on the track right now. The Boss 8705. Cameron Ingram there. Camo the GOAT. Long Shot Motorsports. That's Frank watching from ICU right now. Unfortunately diagnosed with COVID. Hope he feels better, man. And here comes the first of the leaders to pit road. Jeremy Brooks. Now, you guys are one of the over 300 and I think I'm getting close to 370 on the subscribers for YouTube, a channel that started 9 months ago. I started this back in May, if I remember correctly, of last year. I was on Twitch for a while broadcasting, and I moved to YouTube in my second go-around here doing broadcasting. And in that much time have gained 370 viewers. As here come the leaders to pit road. Lap number 55, all 3 of the 4X cars in. $14.6 there for the Brooks car. Raz, who's been lightning quick tonight. Left side tires coming in, or going on the car. 14.7, good stop for him. A lot of the leaders now on pit road. Anthony Keys, he's going to leave pit road, and he's still sitting there. 15.2, slow stop for him. Duncan, 15.6. 15.1 for Tyler Davala. Now in Coors, Roger Rios Matias, Casey Barlow, John Finley, Jacob Williams, Dominic Stewart, all on pit road here at lap 56. Now Andrew Moore, Nicoletta, Navarro, Gann, Barry, Richter, Sibbons all coming in. And we are 4 laps away from the end of stage 2. And the way it all cycles around, it will come back to Andrew Moore. There he is going by. So Andrew with what is going to look like about an 8-second lead over Anthony Keys. Jeremy Brooks will come out third with Casey Duncan fourth and Tyler Davala your top 5. And 3 laps to go in stage 2. As Jordan Berry comes out of pit road here, he's got the 57. Braden Staub, remember he had a little bit fresher tires there, so he was able to be in some positions here with Guillermo Albertengo, who won the first stage right there in the 79 and 16th. But most of the leaders pretty much spread out now. That is the Fubo TV car, by the way. And a battle on for the final spot of stage racing here. You see Roger with about a 2-second lead over Justin Gann right now, who just went by Max Williams. If Gann gets to Roger, it's going to be very tough. And there's your leader, Andrew Moraz, 7.8 seconds right now over Anthony Keys, his teammate there. Of course, in this series, you win, you're in the playoffs, so Moraz looking to lock his spot up really early here in the season. Of course, Tom Richter locked his spot up last week with the win at Talladega. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the 4X team member of Andrew Moraz. He'll win stage number 2. Presented by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. Thanks to them for sponsoring the stage award winner. So the Wise Guy Stage Award to Andrew Moraz as we continue green now to the finish. But the strategy now really gets into play here. So they're talking about 30 laps on a tank of fuel. So these guys pitted at lap 55. It gets them to lap 85. So one more stop, it looks like, to get them to the finish of this race. As a battle on here for 11th, Casey Barlow and Justin Gann. I think Barlow just actually got by the 30. Uber car tonight, Virginia driver. All right, with both stages over, we're going to step away for a quick second. We'll come back as we are 63 laps in, 37 laps to go as you're watching the Blown Piston Racing League here on Captain TV.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that Makoni Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at Makoni Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, Makoni Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to MakoniSetupShop.com and learn why Makoni Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
And we welcome you back here to the Auto Club Speedway, race number 2 of the BPRL Wise Choice Contracting Clash Series. And something has happened to Anthony Keys and has fallen out of the second position, and he's all the way down to the 12th spot. So even in real life and even on sim racing, when you go to commercial, things happen. Let's go back here and see what happens to Anthony Keys on lap number 63. And he is off the track here on the front straightaway. Just not sure if he got loose or he blinks out too, so I don't know, maybe he was jumping on. I don't know. A lot of things happening here. Makes an appearance here. Jumps over the asphalt there. Saves the car, but an unfortunate break for the 14. No caution comes out, but there he is running in the 12th position right now. So Anthony Keys had a connection issue and apparently went through the grass. Quality issue, same thing. But, you know, Lauren, I do have the channel open, by the way. 10 seconds in the lead, Andrew Moraz. We actually are supposed to have our own private channel where her and I can chat with each other if needed about things. She must not have it tonight. Anyways, want to give a shout out to Track Cams Ford Gourmets, as you know. They make oval road and dirt cameras, not to mention virtual reality and fan experience cameras. That is what we're running here, as you're seeing this dynamic camera. One of 3 that they actually have set up as part of the package you can get. Just kind of like almost like a drone look here, as you're watching, almost in the blimp and stuff. But you could check them out, trackcams22.com, for all the details about that. So trackcams22.com. It's also on the YouTube information page. You see the 12 of Brad Davis falling back a little bit. There's Jared Navarro, who was really fast earlier, but has kind of stalled out here around the 12th to 15th position. 51 of Jordan Berry going to make a move here to the outside. So Andrew Moraz now with an 11-second lead after what has happened in the situation with Keys. And here we go. Oh, the 11. Oh, I thought the 71 was going to get the 34 in that Get Well crank car. A special tribute scheme that his teammates making for Crank. And now, wow, 34 is almost a ping pong ball right now. But this is all for the 17th position right here. There's the 06 right there. Also, Jacob Williams making the pass. .31 laps to go. Fuel window is pretty much open right now in this YJ Esports 200 here at Auto Club Speedway. Oh, 06 sliding up a little bit. There's that 57 trying to run the Larson line. I'm sure Braden's not going to be too thrilled about that. Go up here to the 8th position. Justin Gander leading this wad of Hornets. 6 cars all under a blanket. Nicoletta there in that 59 to 14 of Keys, who's still unfortunately having connection issues. You got Clayton Fry, who has slowly worked his way up to the 11th position. Great job on his part. I mentioned Navarro, Barlow, and Barry all in this fight. Justin Gann there in the 8th position. Went out and won Friday night's Truck Series race here at Auto Club Speedway. That was a pretty wild one. Had some early cautions and then went green for a long time. And now we're setting up right here. Again, next week, the series at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The flat 1 mile oval up in the Granite State. You see Gann has worked his way up to Roger Rios Matias. This is going to be a fight for the 7th position. And Super 30 slides up on the 5. Oh, he does. I was wondering if Roger was going to send him into turn 3. One driver did tell me that you will see some slide jobs tonight, and that is what we're starting to get. Now these guys continue their fight here amongst each other. And here behind Gann. Again, one more pit stop expected from all these guys, so it's going to be the old money stop, as they say. Do not want to make a mistake. The window's open anytime, but I think we're going to see most of these guys run the tank out all the way to about lap 85-ish. Could be about the time, and actually the cars that pitted on lap 49, those guys are going to be pitting here probably in the next 5 to 10 laps. And Cole Gray actually going to come to pit road here. This might be a scheduled stop for the 60. Screen here, Anthony Keys to the inside of Nicoletta. That'll be the 9th position there. I was wondering how you were doing that, Paul Turner. He's off the track. I'm like, wait a minute, Paul's messaging while racing now. Well, he's actually been off the track since lap 8, unfortunately. So Paul, the fortune deal there. But yes, get better, crank. Andrew Moore, Clayton Fry at pit road here. 25 laps to go. Pit stops now starting up. Will this bring any of the leaders to pit road? Unfortunately falling back here into the clutches. Jared Navarro goes by from the 9th position. Up in front here is Roger Rios Matias passing Anthony Keys as they continue their fight here for position. Anthony's starting to work his way back up after having some connection issues or quality issues in that 14 car. Keys does clear him. Oh, we got a modified coming off of pit road. Going by Roger Matias, or Rios Matias, so not sure if Roger just getting a little tight now or something, or if there's something maybe going wrong with the 5 in the handling category. Braden Staub, Eugenio Alonso on pit road. Here comes Jeremy Brooks to pit road. The 53's coming in. First car of the leaders to pit road, 22 to go. Crew chief for the Ford just realized the 53 coming in, and Mraz is going to go ahead and tell him to pit. Right side tires. Is now Mraz on pit road. That'll hand the lead to Casey Duncan. And Tyler Duvall to pit road. So yeah, Duncan will lead this lap likely. There he goes across the line. 14-8. For Brooks, and then Mraz. I lost the name there for a second in my head. On board and Mraz, 4 tires, fuel for him. Slower stop, 18.9. Not sure if there were some adjustments there or something, but he had some time to give there. So an 18.9 for the Force. He leaves pit road. Casey Duncan to pit road. That should hand the lead to Justin Gann unless he goes to pit road here. The final pit stops, unless you know what comes out. The Washington driver, 4 tires, fuel for him. Jared Navarro, Jacob Williams to pit road. Corbin Simmons also in. He pulls away, and there's Navarro, as I mentioned, the 04 coming down pit road. Navarro had a great run starting the race as he ran his way up to the front. But unfortunately, his car, I don't know if his handling has fallen off or others have gotten better, but he has kind of hung around the 10th to 15th position area. So Justin Gann leads right now. Last pit at lap 56. He can go probably another 5 laps or so on a tank of fuel if he chooses. Otherwise, he might be playing the caution game right now. Might want to try to steal one here. Which another strategy that could be coming into play here too is if he runs as long as he can, these other guys are burning up their tires, and if it's their last set, then Gann can come in, get the tires, and he'll have newer tires for the rest of the race on these guys. So that's another strategy you can try here. The other strategy, there's 3, Gann could let these guys run as far as possible. A caution comes out, and it will bring everybody back to pit road with him as the leader. So many factors here. As he's going to put a lap on Scott Wise, just come off pit road. Jeremy Corrs coming to pit road. Also, Donald Stewart is in. Yeah, I think you're going to see Casey Barlow come to pit road. All this at lap number 82. And now Justin Can is going to relinquish the lead to his teammate Andrew Mraz as he comes to pit road here at lap number 83. As we start to work on a little bit of sunset here, check the weather real quickly. It's a little after 6 o'clock California time, so sunset not going to happen during the race, but the track temp has dropped 15 degrees from the start of the race down to 72. And there's where you're getting that grip on this track. Gann pulls away 14.8. He'll lose a little bit of track position here with going longer on his stint, but he will have some fresher tires to work with. See if he can make up the room to make it happen. So Andrew Mraz leads by 8.4 seconds over Jeremy Brooks. Again, that time was over 11, but slow stop for Mraz cost him that. And let's go to this battle now. Casey Duncan and Tyler Duvall. This is for the 4th spot. Andrew Moore right there in front in 3rd. Trying to slide him here, but not clear yet. And the draft now going to look for Duncan here. So Duncan might actually clear the 07 into turn 3 as he shifts down to the bottom here. He does not. We're going to go 3 wide down into turn 3. I think they're still 3 wide. They are. Look at this. Arguing hard for that 3rd position. Finally going to go to Duvall. It looks like he's going to clear Duncan. See if he slides up here. He's got it. Oh, and there's the crossover by Duncan. See if he slides him back in 3. He clears him. Crossover coming again from the 07. Doesn't have the run. Meanwhile, back here, fight on for the 9th position. Jordan Berry's going to go by, having a great run tonight. Core's going to go by. Roger Matios falling back some more. Scott Wise, unfortunately, he is 30th. So 3 laps down in this race. To that battle for 3rd. Duvall is still trying to get by Casey Duncan here. Coming up on the lap car of Don Bellaby, who's going to go up to the high side here and let them both go. This is all 16 seconds back from the leader. Both of these guys have gone past Andrew Moore and pulled away from him. Kind of pushing down to the bottom here, squeezing Tyler a little bit. And Tyler's going to do a little slider here potentially. He started to slide up the track, but up. Casey was able to carry the momentum off too. What has been a pretty spirited race, I would say, here for 3rd. They mentioned the multiple battles going on here. You got this fight here too. I'm trying to catch them all for you. So we had some early cautions, but we have been clean and green since lap 28. We've gone through The last 3 laps of stage 1, all of stage 2, and now 10 laps to go here in the final stage. The finish of this race. A race dominated by Andrew Moore, who started in the 5th position. Justin Gann on the comeback trail after an accident sent him down pit road. Moving up into the 9th position here, the Friday night truck winner. Biggest mover in the race tonight actually is Jordan Berry. 17 spots, started 27th, up to the 10th position. Others that moved up through the field, Ryan Nicoletta from 26th to 11th, Jared Navarro from 18th to 11th, and Tyler Duvall 17th to 4th in this race. Also Braden Staub from 34th to 21st, Jacob Williams 35th to 22nd. All those guys have gained 10 plus spots in the race tonight. That battle up between Duncan and Davala has now calmed down, about a half-second separation. Donald Schluter in that 10 car, he is currently a lap down, first one a lap down in 25th. He's looking for the old yellow hanky to come out. Oh, smacking the wall hard. Who is that? It's a lap car. He hit that wall hard. I can't see who that was. 6 laps to go. Most of the field starting to really spread out now as we get into the late part of this race. This is where Andrew Moraz starts hearing everything. As I talked about a little bit ago, this guy is a super good driver, a smart young man, and but unfortunately with his luck, the finishes have not matched the performance. And now he is 5 laps away from putting himself into the Clash Series playoffs. And what has been a dominant race tonight. Back here to the 7th position, Justin Gann is hunting that 30 car to the high side here of Jared Navarro. Take the 7th position away. Again, next week, we hope you join us Friday night for the Wise Choice Contracting Truck Series. They'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And then Sunday night, these Cup cars will be there. A fantastic race there on that 1 mile oval, flat track. We invite you to join all of our broadcasts that we do each and every night. Hit that subscribe button, you'll get notifications and know when I'm on the air. Even when I race myself, whenever that is. So Moraz with a 9.6 second lead on Jeremy Brooks. Casey Duncan has pulled out to about a 1 second lead over Tyler Duvall. And look at this, Gann is roared by his teammate Anthony Keys now for the 6th position. So a last-minute power run here for Justin Gann. I couldn't think of the right term. He's got Andrew Moore right there, 2 cars ahead of him. Can he get to him in 2 laps? He's got to get about 1.3 seconds. It's going to be pretty tough, as Mraz is already coming off turn 2 right now. But Gann is running laps faster than everybody right now. Something about that Uber car. He's got it in gear. Got it down to 8/10. As Andrew Mraz is going to come off turn 4 and take the white flag. We'll watch both and see if Gann can get to more for a top 5. But Andrew Mraz, white flag, final lap here at Auto Club. Andrew Mraz last season made the playoffs in the Cup Series, but had a planned situation happen during the first weekend of the playoffs. Had to miss the race, and then had some tough issues in the last 2 races, and it cost him a spot in the final. But he's not going to have to worry for the next couple weeks. He's going to put himself into the playoffs with his first win of this season at Auto Club Speedway in the YJ Esports 200. Down the back straightaway, Andrew Moore trying to hold off Justin Gann. 2/10 right now, the separation. Gann with a run, scrapes the wall, and gonna come up short. Andrew Moore will get the top 5 spot. So Jeremy Brooks will finish second, Casey Duncan third, Tyler Davala and Andrew Moore. Andrew just taking his joyous time there, kind of probably settling down here after a long green flag run there. And I think we have an angry driver right here. Or something there. That was interesting. Oh, no, you know, it's Jason Branch. Never mind. He's out there celebrating with his teammates. That's what he's doing. I couldn't tell by the modified that it was Jason Branch. And the whole team's going to celebrate. Mraz lighting them up there in victory lane. And in the victory lane, he parks it. So nice job by Andrew winning this race. We're going to step away for a quick second. We'll come back. We'll talk to the top 3 drivers as Andrew Mraz has won the YJ Esports 200 here at Auto Club Speedway.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. There's a reason that McConey Setup Shop is trusted by more virtual and real-world tracks and companies than any other setup shop in iRacing. With partners such as Stafford Motor Speedway, the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, Five Flag Speedway, Speed 51, and more. When you want something done right, you go to the experts at McConey Setup Shop.
With setups available for most series on both asphalt and dirt, built by a team of professional builders consisting of some of the top talents on the service, McConey Setup Shop LLC has what you need to hit the track with confidence. Head over to McConeySetupShop.com and learn why McConey Setup Shop is the official setup shop of Richmond Raceway Esports and is partnered with some of the largest names in virtual and real racing.
And remember, at McConey Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Back at Auto Club Speedway in the YJ Esports 200 in the books, officially at Auto Club Speedway, and Andrew Mraz picking up his first win of the season here at Auto Club, getting him a spot into As we take a look at the final results for the race, I featured that long green flag run at the end. Mraz wins this thing by 10 seconds over Brooks. Casey Duncan gets third. Tyler Davala and Andrew Moore, your top 5. Justin Gann, Anthony Keys, Jared Navarro finishing 8th. Jordan Berry, Ryan Nicoletta completing the top 10. Jeremy Kors finishing 11th. Roger Rios Matias 12th. Casey Barlow 13th. Clayton Fry in his track debut here finished 14th. And John Finley 15th. Brad Davis, Eugenio Alonso, Tom Richter, unfortunately only getting into 18th after winning the race at Talladega last week. Guillermo Albertengo won first stage, but unfortunately struggled the rest of the night, finishing in the 19th position. 20th goes to Eric Davis. 21st, Braden Staub. 22nd, Jacob Williams. 23rd, Cole Gray. 24th, Don Bellerby. 25th goes to Corbin Simmons. 26th to Max Williams. Donald Stewart getting 27th. Christopher Dean, 28th. Scott Wise, 29th. And 30th to Paul Regney. 31st, Jason Branch, who was involved in a wreck on lap 1. Brandon Mathia finishing 32nd. Paul Turner, 33rd. Byron McDonald, 34th. And Lauren did not race. Neither did Mike Bruno. Neither did Chad Waller. And neither did I. Well, let's go down here to Victory Lane, and let's talk with the driver who wins here at Auto Club Speedway. And that is, of course, Andrew Mraz. As I do my usual thing of almost calling him Jason. If I can hit the right button and get into Discord. There we go. As Andrew joins us here from Victory Lane. A great job tonight in that 4-car. Worked his strategies and dominated the race tonight. And winning by 10 seconds. I think the only flaw you had tonight was on that last pit stop.
Hey, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm here. How are you?
I'm pretty amazing. Finally won at Auto Club.
There you go. Got yourself an Auto Club win, and I know you and the guys talked a little bit before the race, and you felt really good about the setup, but it's like I said a second ago, it's like the only thing that messed you up tonight was the pit stop on the last sequence.
Yeah, so pretty much I run JRT, and it refills the car right to the scheduled end, so 100 laps. If we were to get a caution, I would have had to come in and fill up like a gallon or whatever to make it to the end. So I decided to waste an extra 5 seconds just to get enough in there and then go.
So you told your crew chief, I ain't leaving until you fill this thing up.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Pretty much.
Well, how's it feel to get that win here at Auto Club tonight? Dominant fashion. Saw some great racing out there. I know you and Anthony were putting on a pretty good show, and he had some quality issues and stuff. But just fantastic racing as always here.
Yeah. Anthony, Justin, Casey, even they all put in great effort during the practice session, getting the feel of the setup and stuff. And I've told them that it's a long run car. Let it come to you, and it sure enough did. They listened, and it is a long run car. We were constantly running 2-3 tenths faster than most of the drivers here. But yeah, Casey with the 3rd place, Justin was 6th, and Anthony was 7. Those two bounced back with Justin and Anthony. Justin going down pit road or being pushed down there, and Anthony with the quality issue, bouncing back and getting top 10s. It kind of sucks that Jason caused that first caution, being 59 laps down, but it is what it is, and we'll go ahead into the next race held high and with a win underneath the team's belt.
Yeah, it gets you an early spot into the playoffs also, and I'm sure that's got to make you feel good knowing you got 8 more to go, and you can kind of take risk and do all different kinds of things.
Yes, that's always good. I can be a little bit more aggressive with pit strategy or whatnot, try to get more wins, and maybe even sacrifice a win for myself for a teammate even.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it's all about, is doing what you got to do to help the team and help out others, or even help out yourself getting as many points as possible. But shout-outs as always to whoever you like.
Oh, yeah. I want to thank you, Chris, for putting on an amazing broadcast with all your overlays and stuff. It's amazing what you can do. And then I want to thank Casey for allowing me to race on 4X Racing. Justin, Jason, Anthony, and Casey putting up with my bull crap each and every race. Lauren for putting on an amazing league with Scott Wise and For all the other drivers for keeping this clean, we only had 3 cautions. So hats off to them. Most of them don't run open setups even.
And I guess we should give a shout out to Branch for having the best looking modified tonight too.
Yes, sir. Best looking modified that blew up once and was going to blow up again.
Great job, Andrew.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Andrew Mraz, the winner tonight here at Auto Club Speedway. And let's get him up there.
Keys.
I just did that again. I moved myself instead of him. He can go. There we go. It's that one button thing. I click one button, and it moves me all around. But, hey, Jeremy Brooks joins us tonight. Jeremy, good bounce back. Not the best race last week at Talladega, but you come back tonight and run pretty well there and get yourself a P2.
Yeah, after last week, Talladega, super speedways, anything can happen. It wasn't the best result that I had there. I felt I had a good car there, but you know how those go. Yeah, today, took the lead, and I was like, I got a rocket ship here, and then I hit the wall by myself in the lead.
It happens.
And, it happens. Yeah, took a peek in my mirror, and that's the wall. But yeah, so I was like, I better get my damage fixed, go to the back, and then I worked my way through traffic, and actually the car was really good through traffic. And when I got in the top 5, I was like, looked at relative and saw that Miraz there had a 10-second lead. I was like, I need a caution to catch him.
Well, and you end up getting P2 out of it. Now, I got to ask out of curious minds here, early in the race, you and the third-place finisher had a interesting, we won't call it a scuffle. There was no contact, but he played the whole, hey, you went to the apron game on you. Was there any discussion about that up there just now? Or?
No, we didn't talk about that. I made the wide decision, backed out of that because I had the faster car, so there's no point in me tearing it up for that. But, yeah, he's running me right down there. I was like, come on, I'm faster than you. Like, what are you doing?
Casey will do that to you sometimes. He makes you earn them. But, hey, man, nice job, though. Good second-place finish for you tonight in that 53 car. Good bounce back from Talladega. You go to New Hampshire next week. Here's your chance to send shout-out to whoever you like to.
Yeah, I give our sponsors, you for broadcasting. You do a good job, and Lauren and Scott for putting this on, and then all the competitors. It's a great league to be a part of.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, nice job, Jeremy. Congratulations on P2 tonight. And go celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Jeremy Brooks there finishing in the second position. And let's bring in the guy who I know this guy pretty well, and a lot of us know this guy pretty well. And he finished in the third position tonight with probably the fastest car he's ever driven. So congratulations to him on that. And that's Casey Duncan here. Good finish for you. And I'm gonna ask the first question. He's going to be the last question to ask to Jeremy. You being one that you'll race fair, but you're going to make it hard sometimes on somebody. Early in the race, you kind of made it hard on the 53 there.
Well, he had a little bit of damage, and I wanted by. He was in my way. So, yeah, I raced him hard. I knew I could. Trusted him.
I was more talking about the apron move.
The apron move?
Yes. He went to pass you down on the apron, and you gave him the old, hey, I'm not letting you on the track, sir. Move.
Yeah, I was tired of being 3 wide, and he kept forcing the issue, so I made him stay down there.
This is me hacking on Casey. We do this all the time. But, hey, nice third-place finish for you, man. You guys had a great setup tonight. Andrew was just talking about you and Justin, and you guys had top 10 cars tonight. That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, I think the whole 4X team had a really good night. Jason just had the slip up on lap 1 or 2, whatever it was, but the whole team worked well together all week to get ready for tonight, working on the setup. We had a couple different setups to run, and mine was different than what Andrew ran, but it was still off of the same base setup.
And
Maybe I should have ran his.
Yeah, right. Well, talk about this weekend, because Friday night Justin goes out and wins the truck race, of course, and now you guys get all these guys in the top 5 or top 10 tonight. Definitely got the momentum going, and maybe that bad luck that seemed to happen these last couple of seasons. I was part of it. Out of the way.
Yeah, the whole team is really working well together. It's not just one guy; it's all teamwork. Mm-hmm. When we practice, we set up different things for us to do. I'll go out and do a long run. Jason and Andrew will do the sprints and the qualifying, and we just share all of our notes, and it's the whole team working together.
Well, great job on your end, man. Shout outs to whoever you like to.
Hey, shout out to the team 4X Racing. They do a great job together. Andrew and the setup work that he does is awesome. I want to shout out to our sponsors, Serve Pro, Dynamark, Great House, and iHeartRacing for being on board all of our cars.
Oh, great job tonight, man. Happy for you. Happy for the team, obviously. And great job tonight finishing third.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Casey Duncan finishing in the third position in the race. So he did well there. We'll let him go back to the waiting room, let him move himself around. So for those who don't know the story, who are new to the series, last season, I turned 3, I think it was I forget the name of the broadcast team, and forgive me for that. Was broadcasting the series here, had some unfortunate deals happen, real life wise, and I was actually racing for 4X on the team and stuff, and I'm still a part of their team in other series and stuff when I race, but so that's how I know a lot of stuff about them and things, and I'm able to hack on KC and stuff like that because of that kind of deal. So yeah, so nice job to the team there. Happy for them in the series. But hey, let's take, let's see, I think we have updated points here. Give me a second here, and I will get these for you guys onto the stream, and we will show off the point standings here for the team and for, give me 1 second, got the regular ones. Thanks to Scott for working hard and getting these to me before I go off the air so we can get you guys what you need here. Before we get ready for next week. Excuse me. I have... Let's put it here. Okay, so give me a second here. We'll get these uploaded here. But I do want to send a shout out to all the sponsors again throughout the series here. Wise Guy iRacing Graphics, of course, the stage winners. They take care of that. And you also have Wise Toys Contracting. They have the Frontman Award. Not only that, but they also have, of course, both the truck and the the Clash Series points, or not points, but the championship. This is what happens when I try to multitask. I just start rambling and I'm going everywhere. All right, here is your team points right now. This is up to date as of right now, where everybody runs. See 4X Racing with a pretty good start right now to their season, as I mentioned, as a team leading the points. And they lead by 9 right now over Pie-Eyed Racing, YJ Motorsports, Torque Wrench, Longshot, the top 5 right now. Shout out to the open spots who take 9th through 9th down there at the bottom of the grid. Let's take a look here as we get the regular points updated. This will take 2 seconds. I've already got it downloaded. Just got to load them in real quickly as soon as I find what I got them saved as. Easier said than done for me. Yeah, I thought it was going to be easier for me to find them. That should be it right there on the screen. That is not the right standing Scala. So let's try this again. Give me 1 second. Stand by. Technical difficulties. Get off my screen. Overwrite those. There we go. Go back over here. Do that button and that button and that button and that button, and here we go. This should be updated standings now. After race number 2, the point standings look like this. Andrew Mraz leads it by 24 over Roger Rios Matias. Ryan Nicoletta, Anthony Keys, and Max Williams, your top 5 in the points. And look up there, it's showing you how fast Andrew Mraz has been so far this season. 79 laps led already, and 5 bonus points. So he's definitely making his name present here in the series this season. So there's your points as of New Hampshire coming up here next week. Shout out to, again, all the sponsors. I started to mention them. Over on the truck side, Forever House Pet Rescue for the Lucky Dog Award here. It's the YJ Esports Lucky Dog. Superior Templating for the cautions. The U.S. Veterans Pole Award for being a part of this. And on our side, shout out to TrackCam 4 Gourmets. That's all the cameras you're seeing right here on the screen. That is all thanks to TrackCams 4 Gourmets. You can check out trackcams22.com for all the details. Thank you to Scott and Lauren Wise for allowing me to broadcast the league and have some fun here each and every Friday and Sunday night. The viewers, thank you very much for all the fun. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Shout out to iRacing for allowing us to have this platform to do something like this on. It's so fun to be able to do this on a Sunday evening here before starting the week off. So otherwise, we are out. We will see you next week. We'll see you tomorrow night for TI Racing at Bristol, or at Bristol Motor Speedway. Here we'll be at New Hampshire, of course, for BPRL. Remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. Zip!